Hello everyone and welcome to my Skyrim Anniversary Edition Dawnguard themed run. This is somewhat like a challenge run, in that I've got a goal, it's to beat the Dawnguard DLC, get to like the end of it and all of that. But unlike a challenge roll, I can't say words right now. We just have a time change in, I was about to say in America, in the UK, and my brain's been frazzled. So apologies if I sound a bit mental this episode. But yeah, we're doing a themed run of the Dawnguard DLC, which means I'll be going through trying to be a bit of a Dawnguard-y person. We'll see more about what that actually entails in the next episode. But yeah, the goal is just to beat the DLC, but there's no real way for me to fail this. This isn't permadeath, it's not like, oh, I only have to use items that are spawned in through the DLC or stuff like that. Nah, this is just, let's have a bit of fun and play through Dawnguard. Which is probably, maybe, could be, possibly, it's definitely in my top 3 Skyrim DLCs. I'll say that much. I was going to say it's maybe my top, but let's go in the top 3 for starters. I mean, the other two contenders, obviously, Half-Fire, because building houses is kind of fun, and I do like it, and it's very thematic and stuff when you want to have just a normal kind of character, which I approve of, and Dragonborn, which adds in a whole other new landmass. But we do get to, like, be cool in the Dawnguard DLC, and I like being cool. It's very cool to be cool. I did a 0 start through Helgen, so my inventory is empty except for all of these ingredients which I've been compulsively collecting, and we're just going to make our way down to Riverwood to start things off. And because I quite clearly have no armour or weapons, I'm going to be using the river, and seeing as I'm using the river, I may as well catch some salmon, get me some salmon roe, mix that with garlic and Nordic barnacle, and you get the most expensive potion in the game. This is also something Half-Fire added in as well. You need the Half-Fire DLC for salmon roe to appear, and then you have to catch it from salmon who are going upstream, which is not the easiest thing to do in the world. Here we are at Riverwood, and I should speak with Alvor, because he's going to give me free stuff. And by speak with Alvor, I mean spam through this. I actually recently speedran Skyrim for the first time ever. I got a good time, like under 3 hours, which I was happy with. But yeah, I've got to now try and make sure I don't accidentally play too quickly. Oh my god, 2 enchanted items. I've never seen him have 2 enchanted items, and both stamina and smithing are pretty good. Like, stamina I don't actually like that much. Oh, I better take the tunic as well, clothe myself.
Good day.
I'll take iron plate, really? Okay, got a bit of armour.
Told me about
yeah, that's... Oh wow, that's actually kind of incredible that I got all that stuff. Yeah, that means smithing's great, because that's going to improve all my stuff. And yeah, stamina is just kind of nice in the early game to make you sprint a bit faster. But yeah, we're already clothed. And now I can go inside and loot even more stuff. As I'm looting, I feel I should point out that I'm not playing on survival mode, which is what I normally do. Because this is just a themed run, not challenge run. So it's supposed to be nice and simple, which is why I'm not worrying too much about most of the food. Like, I'll pick up the odd thing here and there. Let's take a woodcutter's axe, but most food is now useless to me, whereas normally I'd be picking up all of it. Oh, what I want though is all of this. Man, I've got so much leather. This is lovely. I've looted Riverwood, got myself a bit of gold, up to 90 gold, a nice amount of carry weight used up, and yeah, nothing too amazing. Some ingredients for, why have I got 6 salmon? Oh, because I caught them, obviously. Let's actually drop those. Yeah, I've got some ingredients for a few vegetable soups, which will be handy. Plenty of actual ingredients, and even like some good stuff for crafting in the future, but obviously I'm a little low on weapons and armour. Fortunately, we do have destruction magic, because before I go anywhere else, I want to head into Embershard Mine. Normally I do this... Oh, but you're running away from me. Okay, well thank you for the sneak leveling, I guess. Yeah, normally I go through Embershard Mine, like, through the front entrance, and then this is where you exit from. But I've decided this time I'll go through on the opposite direction, because I'm not sure if I've ever actually done it this way before. It's a little suboptimal for me. I mean, it's great if you're an archer, I guess, because yeah, you can just shoot this person, you've got the vantage point, lovely stuff. But going through as a battle mage, it's not ideal. It means I'm going to be dealing with a lot of enemies all at once. But this guy's going to walk up, so we'll just wait for him. Excellent, the archer's got in position, so I'm going to burn him a bunch. There we go. Oh, and my magic is low. Okay, I'm going to actually try and sneak away from this bandit. My sneak's already leveled up a couple of times, just waiting. So let's just wait for this bandit. And then if I can grab the bow, I do want to see just how archery goes up this way, although if you're just going to charge straight at me, that's not great. Because I don't have much in the way of armour right now. But there we go, sneak up to 18. I'm halfway to level 2 already. Yeah, it turns out going through this way makes it really good for, like, just increasing your sneak level. Are they gonna... Come on, forget about me. Forget about it, okay? Come on. There we go. Let me go. I'm gonna wait for them to go back, and then... He's burnt to death. Oh, and you just detect me all of a sudden. I'm not even doing anything. There's just detection while I'm here for some reason. There's a solid chance he might... Wow, look at this! I'm so close to leveling up. I've been playing for like 15 minutes total. That's pretty solid. Alright, looks like everyone's gone back to position. Yep, so I am going to... Boom! Oh yeah, I can just do that, can't I? Should I leave the fur armour? You know what, I'm going to be a heavy armour character, I think. I feel like going heavy armour this time, so I'm not going to bother looting any light armour. And really, you don't auto-equip the arrows when I've got my bow out. That's the wrong button. That's a great first sign, but let's just... Yep, snipe this guy. Lovely stuff. That's the toughest person in here dealt with already. I know there's a second one that came up previously, but was it just the guy down here? Like the Smith? Hi, Smith. Oh, really? Really? Okay. You're gonna run slightly erratically, but this is easy enough. I say it's easy enough. I'm missing my shots. Okay, I'm still gonna... Oh yeah, you hit me there. That was a bit painful. But oh well, an iron shield, sure. And I'll take my arrows back. And a steel sword, yeah, why not? And now I can just loot this first area pretty freely. I'm getting ready for the next bit of combat, but I guess you're just going to be chilling on the seat that's on the side? Which, yeah, isn't super helpful for me, but... Bash. Yeah, let's stop your big attack there, buddy. Because I can take him a few hits. In fact, a few hits wouldn't be bad for me to take. But I don't... I'd rather not die on the first episode. Like, it's not actually a big deal, but I'd be a little embarrassed if that happened. This is pretty much the easiest, most straightforward dungeon in the game. I'd rather not fail on it. And hey, some iron armour. Lovely stuff. Hold up, there's normally people who come running through here when you activate this gate. But I killed the people on the way and there weren't... There was the stand... I'm very confused. There should be people who come running through. Or maybe it's when you activate just that one they spawn in? Because yeah, there wasn't anyone extra. So I'm like missing 2 enemies who would normally show up. And that should be your next level. Yep. Also, how did my arrow not shoot high enough? Oh, okay, it hit the wall anyway, but I don't appreciate you dodging. Okay, you can die. You'll die in a second. Bash you, and then... Oh, that went straight through your face! Oh, I feel bad about that, I say as I shoot him in the head again. There we go. Alright, is this going to be the place... Oh, yep, world map. Yeah, it's cleared. Okay, you get 2 fewer enemies spawning in if you go through this way, I guess. What I did miss out on a bit by going through that way is getting a pickaxe early, so I've only now just picked up a pickaxe. That means I'll go through the entire dungeon and just mine everything and get the final bit of loot. But before I do that, I do actually want to check if this is going to, like, spawn anyone in. Because, yeah, we're missing 2 enemies who we normally fight. But if I lower the bridge this way, are they going to show up? No? Ah, I guess going through that way reduces the number of enemies you fight. Cool. Did the full loot run of Ember Shard Mine. I was about to say Whiterun. No, we're not at Whiterun yet, Sarge. And I'm also mining this little ore vein that's outside. And that gets us a total of 29 iron ore. That's a good amount to be picking up, honestly. And we do still actually have... Yeah, I'm going to switch to flames. Because we've not actually discovered Ember Shard Mine. Oh, and there's a wolf. Just, ow, singular wolf just chilling here. I don't know why it does the freeze thing on the kill cams these days, but it always seems to do that. Just a quick little, like, freeze frame of when they've died. And I don't really get why. It doesn't matter too much, though. There we go. We've now discovered Ember Shard Mine. And I'm gonna, yeah, just burn this bandit. Man, we're getting a lot of kill cams. There we go. You're all burnt up. And hey, thanks for the free stuff. And before I do head to Whiterun, there's another place I actually want to go first. So I've gone back to the Helgen path. That's the one where you come down from up that way where the fox is about to run up. Yeah. But if you go this way, there's some other stuff, like a elk or a deer running about. That's not actually what I'm worried about right now. What I'm a little bit worried about are the bandits over here. Because, really, you gonna detect me? Fine. I'll just shoot you without a sneak attack. Yeah, I'd like to deal with these bandits. Although, what? Have I run out of arrows? For real? I guess I only had about 20 shots. Okay, I didn't think that through too much, but it's fine. I can just destruction mage it. Yeah. Cool. And let's loot you, because you'll have, hey, an arrow. Lovely. A helmet for me to wear. Perfect, we're in all iron gear now. We are heavy armoured up, and hey, you... Oh, okay, you're gonna burn. There we go. I have to wait a few seconds for my magicka to come back, but that is all good, and we get the treasure map. Treasure near Riften, we'll pick that up shortly. Yeah, it's worth coming here for that treasure map, but this isn't actually the reason I came to this place, because there's a couple of other things. Well, a few other things, I suppose, because the first one is looting the bandit camp. There's, like, skill books, which I don't read early on, because skill books give you one flat level up, which, means that if you take them early on, you go from, like, level 15 to level 16 in the skill. Where if you take them late in the game, you go from level 92 to 93 in the skill. And the XP amounts are huge. Huge if you pick up skill books late in the game rather than early. So I always pick them up late in the game, or more accurately, forget to pick them up because I'm kind of an idiot. What I want to do is go here, because the Hooded Fowl robes and... Game, you're being generous here. An enchanted item I can actually use. Yeah, you get a random enchanted item from that. And it was actually a good one for me. And now we got some woofsters to deal with. Sorry, woofsters. Oh man. I hope my destruction goes up. Like, I don't plan on being a destruction mage, but getting it, like, a level higher would be kind of nice. Okay, stop rolling away, thank you. There's even more iron ore here, and then once I'm done mining this iron ore, we're going to get some corundum ore as well. By heading uphill from the bandit camp and roughly to where you actually start the game, because yeah, you can already see the Helgen thing over there, and up that way's the cave where you start. If you go to, like, the misty bit here, I think I need to go a little bit more to the right. Yeah, I went a little bit too far over. Just down here. Oh, bit of a drop. Are all good. There's one... I've got no sprinting power. 2 free corundum ore veins. And this is, yeah, where you're going to get most of the corundum, which is good for both corundum ingots and steel ingots. Which is, like, solid stuff to get if you're playing, like, a heavy armor character towards the start of the game. There we go. Got the corundum and iron ore, which puts me up to... 32 iron ore, I've still got 8 iron ingots and 9 corundum ore, plus I've got steel ingots and plenty of leather. I could get... Yeah, I think it's actually sensible for me to fast travel this way, because there's a couple of things I can get over the other side of a river. Also, I can fast travel. If you've watched my Fallout 4 themed run, you've heard me go, oh, I'm not in survival mode, I can fast travel, I don't have to worry about dying all the time and stuff. And while, Skyrim is a lot easier on its survival mode, that is the mode I've still been playing most of the time, so there's almost certainly going to be points where I forget that I'm allowed to fast travel and that I can fast travel, so feel free to shout at me in the comments that fast travel is a thing whenever I forget. Crossing to the other side of the river we have, yeah, some wolves that are going to show up and attack, which... Oh no, are they... Okay, they get to live. I'm happy about that. I don't like killing wolves, so... They're too close to doggos, you know? I may as well harvest the leeks, because yeah, the leeks aren't stealing, so she won't go hostile from that. But from here, there's a couple of things I want to get. Now, the one I can never quite remember the position of is it here? This feels right. Yep, there's a little... There we go. A deer skeleton here with a flawless emerald, which, yeah, 0.1 weight for 750 value is crazy good. I'm not sure what this horse is doing here. I don't see a rider. Are you stealing? No! Oh, a bandit. I guess there's a free horse. Fine, let's do a quick bit of horse riding. I don't actually have very far to go. This is almost certainly going to count as a borrowed horse, so I won't get to keep it, but yeah, I'm happy to just have a horse. This will make the journey to Whiterun a little bit quicker. Well, it is getting to night time, so no blue butterflies. That's a tad bit annoying. But yeah, let's do a quick stop off here. Are you going to try and wander away? Oh, don't run away! No, that's too fast. Okay, we want this chest, because yeah, look at this. Our silver ingot, just plenty of loot. And no horse, don't run. There we go. We're now going to ride all the way to Whiterun, which is a nice change. Normally I have to do this on foot, but yeah, just a free horse chilling there. Rode all the way up to Whiterun, and... Okay, now I'm off the horse. There we go. Yep, get a free bit of speech leveling. And I'll also pick up this lavender, because riding the horse here meant I had very little alchemy gathering time. I've made it into Whiterun, and immediately waited until the morning, because, yeah, I fancy having the shops open, because I am going to do a bit of bartering and stuff. And... okay, nothing there for me to worry about. I'm going to loot alchemy ingredients from here, but I don't think... No, there's no ore that I'm going to be grabbing. So yeah, let's just use the smelter, which is the main reason I came here immediately, and get all the corundum ingots we can, get another steel ingot, and then 31 extra iron ingots. Now that we've got the ingots, I also want to get myself a bunch of leather, which, yeah, lovely stuff. Let's get some leather strips, because they'll probably be needed as well. I'm not doing this, like, too precisely or anything, but what I know I can get is, yeah, a backpack. Can't get camping supplies, I need some, firewood for that, but I also I don't use camping supplies even in survival mode. So yeah, everything else I don't need. And yeah, I could get some extra magicka, but I think I'm going to go with a hunter backpack. Yeah, there's not actually many. You can get extra stamina, better lockpicking, more magicka, or more bow damage. And I pretty much listed those in the order from worst to best. Because, yeah, that's... The main thing is the carry weight. And do I want to improve my armour at all? I could make some iron armour, couldn't I? But I need more leather strips. You know what? I will be making my way to Fort Dawnguard, so I can always craft stuff there if need be. Yeah, so we'll see. I can't remember what armour specifically you get, like heavy armour-wise, for the first, like, starting bit of a Dawnguard, or that's listed around Fort Dawnguard. I know there's a fair bit of light armour, but on the heavy side, I'm not so certain. I've been making sure to get a good number of ingredients as I go through. I'm not doing like a full harvest of everything, but the most important part is going here and getting, yeah, all of the Nordic barnacle clusters that I can, which would be a bit easier if the salmon weren't actually getting in the way. So yeah, these are going to be the ones that get me really good potions. I've headed into Dragon's Reach, and I'm quickly going to ask Farengar if he's the only wizard, because he'll give us some frost salts to deliver. And then, it's alchemy time, where I just want to make a couple of quick potions. Not going to do much alchemy, I've only got 4 garlic as well, so I can't do much. But garlic, Nordic barnacle, and salmon roe. Immediately up to alchemy 17, and yeah, a value of 1333 now. 1351, boom. Boom, alchemy up to 23, that's quite a bit. But yeah, that's a water-breathing potion, which just makes a boatload of cash. So I've got those to sell, which is nice. I was going to be like, oh, I should sell him the Clairvoyant Spell Tome, but I'll actually learn it. I do want to see if Preventus is willing to talk. Preventus? Yeah, I'm just going to pick up all the extra jobs I can from him. Oh yeah, and he's going to give me some Creation Club stuff. There we go. I'm not worried about talking to the Jarl yet. I actually want to save that for later just to see what kind of stuff he gives. Yep, and the bounty and the steward's note. I'm just going to pick those up as little side quests. And, oh yeah, the ledger copy at Arcadia's Cauldron. Good, good, good.
Seems this damn
First, no, I didn't want to click that one. Yeah, what do you got for sale? This is what I actually want to do. I just want to sell him the bits and pieces I picked up, except for the good stuff. So I'll sell the robes. I guess I'll sell these. Yeah, I got no use of them. I'll keep the soldier. There we go, a little bit more cash. And now it's time to head to Arcadia's. Here we are inside of Arcadia's, and give her the frost salts, and she'll give us some potions, and then be friends with us. Also, I'll take the business ledger copy, because I need that for another quest. You can do like quite a lot of stuff at once in Skyrim, especially in Anniversary Edition. Yeah, now I'm just going to go through and take all the stuff which I'm allowed to take, which is worthwhile, aka all of the alchemy ingredients, plus a couple of potions which I'm allowed. I've done a quick bit of bartering, which has got me up to 1800 gold, pretty nice, and I also have a quest objective to go here and check out, oh, a Lunar Steel War Axe, thank you very much, this Nord. Yeah, there's an assassination attempt on the Jarl, I'm not too worried about it. What I would like though is a Detect Life spell tome, that's nice to have. And because I've got all this money now, I think it's only right that I compulsively pick flowers, and then head over to Riften. Here we are at the Riften stables, and I'll quickly do the little, hey, you're intimidating me, this is a shakedown conversation. There we go, and speech up to 20, lovely stuff. And I'm not actually going to go inside of Riften, I've got no interest in that right now. Instead, I don't think it's much of a surprise, we're heading to Fort Dawnguard. Because I want to make it to the fort and, like, get the quest started before the first episode's over. Otherwise, it's not really much of a Dawnguard themed run, is it? I had to wait, like, quite a while to start Automatron in my Fallout 4 Roboticist themed run. But that's because you have to wait till level 15 before it actually spawns in. For Dawnguard, though, you can run straight there. I mean, the game automatically prompts you at level 10, I believe it is. It's just like, oh, hey, Dawnguard exists, why don't you go do it? Which is a kind of low, because Dawnguard's a difficult DLC, honestly. Like, there's some tough enemies chilling about in it. But for me, it should be easy. I'm playing on Expert difficulty, which is, like, the lowest difficulty I regularly play on. And on the way, I may as well kill these. Oh, you have a skill book, don't you? Yeah. Kill these bandits, get me some extra arrows, which I'll quickly stop using, and an apprentice chest. Yeah, this should be easy to unlock. I said this should be easy to unlock. Easy game. Really? Oh, when's this coming out? I'm trying to work out... Okay, I think on Wednesday I've got a video where I talk about how easy lockpicking is. So it was a bit embarrassing to have failed to pick that lock twice. But hey, there's a few wolves for me to fight in this bridge area. Who are going to attack me? Wolves? Wolves, where are you? Come on. Have you... Oh, they've already been killed. Alright, I guess there's no more combat. Yeah, here's the trio of wolves. See, I wasn't lying. I knew the wolves were there. I just didn't realise they'd already been murdered. Poor wolves, man. They're so weak in the lands of Skyrim. And yet they fight everything. You'd have thought they'd, like, learn to not fight stuff. I guess they all do just die. You don't really get to pass on your knowledge once you're dead. But yeah, as a species, I feel like they're going to be wiped out. But here we go, to Dayspring Canyon. And down here we meet Agmar, is it? I'm trying to remember what his name is. Agmar.
Join the Dawnguard too? Truth is, I'm a little nervous. I've never done anything like this before. I hope you don't mind if I walk up with you? Hey, don't tell Isran I was afraid to meet him by myself. Not the best first impression for a new vampire hunter, I guess?
Yeah, so he's going to be our new vampire hunter buddy. But first, burn, Mudcrab, burn! Hey, and my destruction leveled up, nice. I wanted that to happen. I'm not planning on using destruction more, but it's when you've used it as much as I have managed to do, it's nice to just have it at least level up once. Of course, I'm playing as a red guard, which means my destruction starts at 20, so it requires a little more work to actually get it leveled up. And I can go in the water. I'm not on survival mode. I can go in the icy water and I don't, like, instantly die. Oh, that's quite nice. Up towards Fort Dawnguard, and you do get a technically infinite supply of crossbow bolts over here. Because, is it Durak? Yeah, it is Dorak. Okay, he's the guy who, like, will come over and chat with you once you hit level 10, I believe. But yeah, you can pick up a bunch of steel bolts there, and he will just keep shooting them. So I guess if you're patient, you can just get as many as you want, but I don't feel like spending a couple of hours just waiting for him to shoot a tree over and over again. I've got better way to get steel bolts, and while they're good, I won't need like an infinite amount. Are you really gonna just... Really, dear? I mean, if you're gonna trap yourself, I am gonna burn you. That's just how this works. I'm sorry. Am I evil? I might be evil. It's fine, though. It's fine. It's fine. Let's pick up the snowberries, and just up there is the actual fort itself. I don't think there's anything else I need to loot out here, other than the mountain flowers. Yeah, we can just run straight in, because I'm a new recruit. And here we have Isron talking to the Vigilants. So let's have a listen.
The Vigilants are under attack everywhere. The vampires are much more dangerous than we believed.
And now you want to come running to safety with the Dawnguard, is that it? I remember Keeper Carset telling me repeatedly that Fort Dawnguard is a crumbling ruin, not worth the expense and manpower to repair. And now that you've stirred up the vampires against you, you come begging for my protection.
Isran, Carset is dead. The Hall of the Vigilance, everyone, they're all dead. You were right, we were wrong. Isn't that enough for you?
Yes, well, I never wanted any of this to happen. I tried to warn all of you. I am sorry, you know? So who are you? What do you want?
Free stuff, but also I'm here to join the Dawnguard.
Got a fire in your belly to kill vampires, eh? Good for you. But look around. There's really not much to join yet. I've only just started rebuilding the Order.
Alrighty, what can I do to help you?
I need someone out in the field taking the fight to the damn vampires, while we're getting the fort back into shape. Tolan was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related to these recent vampire attacks. Tolan, tell him about, what was it? Dim Hollow.
Yes, that's it. Dim Hollow Crypt. Brother Adelwald was sure it held some long-lost vampire artifact of some kind. We didn't listen to him any more than we did Isran. He was at the hall when it was attacked.
That's good enough for me. Go see what the vampires were looking for in this Dim Hollow Crypt. With any luck, they'll still be there. Here, you should take a crossbow. Good for taking out those fiends before they get close. Feel free to poke around the fort and take what you need. There isn't much yet, but you're welcome to anything you can use.
Excellent. And yeah, we'll take him up on that offer. My carry weight's actually going to be a bit close, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, I'm just going to go round and loot this area, because there's amazing loot, I say. Well, there we go, tomatoes. Tomatoes are good. Yeah, there's amazing loot in here. There's a lot of just gold, and people who have watched a lot of my challenge runs will have seen me just go to Fort Dawnguard, because you're just allowed to take it all. It doesn't matter, you're just allowed to take everything here. And it's just like, yeah, we're cool with that, just get whatever you want. So I'm going to do a loot, and then catch up with you once I'm done with getting stuff. I am done looting Fort Dawnguard, done expansive, like, 10-minute loot session of just going through. You'll notice my armour hasn't changed, because the only heavy armour piece was this shield. But if we go a quick look through the inventory, I've got myself a war axe, additional vampire damage, lovely. Obviously got the crossbow with 141 bolts. That's quite good. And Agmar behind us will be getting more. I found an amulet of Talus and some fine clothes. Also found a Nordic art amulet of minor health. So another 20 points of health, which is pretty good to have. There was then obviously a bunch of like food stuff. I've been able to craft myself 16 vegetable soups, which is pretty good, and picked up a beef stew. These are amazing because, yeah, regenerating stamina gives you infinite power attacks. Plenty of alchemy ingredients about, specifically salt pile, which I now have 109 of. May have gone overboard there. Yeah, and there's also just like a few bits and pieces of general loot, like I think there was some garnets and stuff lying around, so you can make a huge profit from being here. And oh yeah, I'll read that for the Nordic amulet thing. but slightly better geared up. And next time... See, the problem is Awakening is very tough. So I think next time we'll start off with some minor undead slaying. But feel free to leave suggestions in the comments, hit the like button if you enjoyed this episode, and obviously, if you want to see more of this series, subscribe with notifications on. You can also join my Discord server or follow me on Twitter at BADCompanySarge, where providing I get the timing right, I post on Twitter, and Discord automatically updates you with new videos, so that's very cool. Plus there's a nice community there. As always though, thank you very much for watching. Sarge out.